Hello everybody and welcome back to High Button Sports as we get set for another game here in the U15 League as we head into the Christmas break shortly. And this will be one of the last U15 games before that break here on a Saturday afternoon here at Kings Mutual, the Apple Dome. As we are just about ready to go here between Valley and Truro. Two teams close to each other in the standings, looking to pick up big points before the end of this first half of the season. So let's get right into it. That one worked into the left corner. Michaud tries to play that up. McKay pressures down low. Michaud lays the hit and separates the man from puck, but Valley fights to keep it in. Now it'll get up ahead for McDonald. McDonald here for Truro. He'll fire a shot that goes wide on the left side. Back in behind. Michaud chases, hands that off to his D partner, and they try to flip that up through the middle. Holman gets overtaken. Longren back in behind, and it's slowed up by the netminder Grandy. Up the wall here to McDonald. McDonald snaps a pass, hits off the back of the foot, and will be sent down for the icing call as we have a whistle on the play. Face off here to the left. So a couple minutes, just 1 minute into this one. Face off will be right here in front of us. Puck heads down the right side. That one will be sent up into the end boards. Truro drops that back in behind. Trying to catch up to it, and it's flicked off to the end board by Holmgren. Now a chance there for Webb. Webb shot on. Had to stay tough there as it's covered up, and a nice quality shot there from Truro. Just a little over a minute in here. Good look on the right side. Webb, number 2 out there. Getting that shot off. Puck dropped in and quickly covered up once again. Worked off to the half wall. That one played around as they try to center that puck. Comes over near the boards. Howard for Valley. Howard gets it up to Ferguson. Ferguson gets shoved between the legs and trying to pick it up on the other side. Valley fire that back through, and it'll be over to McEachern. McEachern, he steps up. Works that down to the end board, slowed up. Miller tries to put it around, and a little chip play by Webb goes high in the sky as he looks for another chance there. Back in behind, Webb to the blue line. Shot, hits the side of the net. In behind Ferguson. Truro looks to set up. Good pressure down here in the offensive zone for Truro as they work back to the blue line. Shot goes through, comes out on the other side for Lockyer. Now rebound there in front, shot scores! The rebound right to the stick. And it's finished off as Truro breaks through here pretty early, a few minutes in. Frizzle buries that one, and good job to jump on that puck as we head back to center. Puck dropped in there now. Merriweather. He steps up, plays that to the end boards. Hand it off as they try to go up the wall with it. Valley brings that back in. Martin in front. Martin shoots, scores! And Martin steps up and absolutely wires one bar down with a beautiful snipe to tie it up just 18 seconds after Truro took the lead. Impressive shot, cutting right to the middle, finds his spot. And not much netminder Randy could do about that one. McDonald, he'll step in. Comes back down to Holman. Holman along the half wall. That one's flipped back and behind, and they pinch up along the board. There's Wadden. Comes back around to McDonald. McDonald. Pass. Comes out the other side. They just kind of feather that one in there. Exact type of response Valley was looking for after that early goal against. Now it's down the right side, Holman. Holman now looking for a lane. Shot gets on. Innes covers it off. Played it up the wall. And that puck's wrapped back in behind. Moved up ahead, Valley. In behind for Michaud. Michaud steps up, fires to the end boards. Backhand over. Comes back around on the right side and worked on down. Valley looking for the exit. Get it over here to the left side. Picked up, played down to Grandy. Rude for Valley, stays on it. As they get tied up along the boards. Scott in there as well. Scott picks it up. Scott, little chip play, trying to find Webb well off for the breakaway. And he follows that in. And the whistle goes. 5 minutes in here to the first. Puck picked up. One back around, past Howard. Frizzle trying to get it up the boards. McEachern in behind for Lockyer. Pushes him off. End wall, centering pass, shot. Whoa, and nice save there by Grandy as he stays up to it. Heads down the right side and a nice solid save there. As that one easily could have been on the back of the net. Lockyer, fans on it. Pushed up ahead. Valley looking for a chance the other way. Ferguson on the break, backhand, and it goes wide. Ferguson came out with that puck pretty clean and got a good chance. Back in behind McLaughlin. He'll chase it down, no ice. Steps up. Sessing plays that over to Howard. One touch pass back to Ferguson, up through the middle. Ferguson snaps a shot. Moves over to the right. Up the wall with it. Picked up. Merriweather tries to stay up on it. And a little whack at it, but covered up. Face off here to the left. Puck dropped in there, back to the blue line, and a tip shot goes wide. Nice little look there again. Played in near the wall, back and behind. Puck circles around the end boards. Into the feet, Merriweather. Near Miller. Miller pinched off on the corner. Trying to stick with that. Holman loses it as Valley looks to set up. Nice cut move, finding some room. Like a shot go, that's not going to make it through. Truro pick it up, and they can start to work it back here the other way. McDonald flips it and chases it. Dump and chase play there. Valley picks it up, bounces off the boards, and gets in behind. And chance the other way, shot, trying to beat him on the shot again. That one goes wide, comes up the left side. Truro now in over the blue line. Drops it back, McDonald. Shot, save made as it's jumped on there in front. Whistle goes, 7:51 left to go here in the first. As we work our way through, pretty even game here so far. Puck dropped to Wadden. Wadden shoots through one set of legs, but can't make it through the second. Back over near Wadden. Valley managed to get that out of the zone. Gallant spins it back around, rolls off the end of the stick there. Rude in behind, touched up for McKenzie. McKenzie up the boards. Reynolds sticks with him. Down here now to Webb. Webb lays a hit, comes around the right side. Hand it off. Valley pushed back. Rude off the side of the skate. Lockyer. Webb swings at it. High stick waved off. McLaughlin hands that. Played over. Back in behind. Valley. Snap a pass. Robichaux. Robichaux. Picks up near the feet there. Back and behind. Grandy slows it up. Picks it up off the wall. Gets that up ahead. Helps get it out. Clough evades the check. Chips it now. Tries to get a rush going the other way. And back onto the stick there. Valley. Michaud chops at it. Back into the corner. Valley trying to push it up the half wall. Back and behind for Lockyer. Flips it on the boards near Ferguson. Ferguson picks it up, spins, blockered away. Truro. Lockyer. Michaud. Skates that up the left side. Tries to hand it off. Go for the hit instead. Ripley. Comes on back, shot on. Steered aside. Down there along the end boards now, Truro digging in. Push to the middle. Bounces back around, Valley. Hustling that puck out, in over the blue line. Hand it off, Ferguson steps in, pad save. Ferguson pulls it back. Shot. Comes down into the glass in the corner. Hard board battle on the half wall. Valley's gonna come in to pick it up. Shot, blockered away. Up the wall. Fired back in there. McEachern. Gonna get to Stanfeld. In amongst the shin pads, rolls. Spins it around. Down the left side. McDonald. Valley shoot it into a foot, but it comes in around. Now, good chance here. Shot goes high. Again, trying to pick that top shelf wide to the open wall. Valley step up to it. Back and behind for Holman. Fanned on. Keating. Tried to hand that off again. McDonald. Sticking with it. Down to the end boards. Picked up by Valley. Valley up the right side. Brings it in, drops off, backhand. Loose there in front and covered up. 4 minutes left to go here in the first. Face-off will be right here in front of us. No penalties yet in this game. 2 early goals. Shots 10-8, so pretty even. Scott flips it over to Miller, just off of his stick, and it'll be a foot race to it along the wall. Puck now picked up Down low. Looks like player labored. Heading off. Scott fell down hard. Valley. Pick up on that. Surveying. Robichaud. Shot by Rude. Miller picks it up. Miller up the left side, and now Truro looking for an angle. Chance to shoot here. Shot goes high and wide as it's whipped off the end of the stick there. Along the end boards, Valley. Oh, and another collision. That one with his own guy is Webb. And Reynolds down, holding his head, so we're not going to show that as he skates off. Two tough plays against Truro back to back. Scott and Reynolds going off. And now Scott's going to be helped off here. Holding that wrist. So we're hoping he's okay. There's back-to-back plays going the wrong way for the Bearcats. Puck now along the end boards. Whipped up the right side. Played back and around. 2:38 left to go here in the first. Chipped up the wall. Valley bringing it in. Nice toe drag, shot on. Puck goes to the right side. And Grandy's been solid back there. So far through this first, faced 10 shots. A couple of quality ones. Lockyer picks it up. Hands that back over. Lockyer, now it's over to the right side. Clow. Back and behind, Truro. Looks for it, Valley chips it up the wall. Michaud steps up to it. Now centered. Valley trying to lead that pass into the feet. And just broken up at the last second there. Over to the right side, Webb. Webb steps in, slaps one high. 90 seconds to go here in the first. Down low. Tried to feed that out in front. Bearcats now. McEachern. Shot blocked. On the right side, trying to hand that through. Comes back down around. In behind, Valley. 2-on-1, back the other way. Pass it off, shot, pad, save as they dive right across, and then it's fed back in front. But Truro, it's McEachern there to break it up, and another good look there. McDonald now steps up. Valley doing a good job of getting odd man rushes. Over to the right side, rolls. He'll get worked into the boards. Webb has that go by the stick. McKay has that check finished. Now Webb, foot race to it, back the other way. Webb in on net, shoots, pad save. So he gets the shot off with 30 seconds to go. Lockyer has that bounce off the stick. Back and behind. Truro, Lockyer. Rude. Spins that back around, back to Merriweather. Trying to go up the boards with it. And that'll take us to the end of the first, so we'll be back for the second in a moment. All right, we're back here for the second period as you kind of see the sun creeping in there from the front entrance at the Apple Dome here. I always like seeing a little bit of natural sunlight on the ice. Gives an old school feel. The Forum is always the best for that, but I think they've got the black covers over it now, which would make sense, I suppose, for ice temperature and that stuff, but it is kind of cool to see. I don't get out to the Apple Dome maybe as much as I once did at last year, but happy to be here bringing you the action today on the last weekend before the holiday break here amongst all the minor hockey in Nova Scotia. Over to the left side, Clow turned over. Try to hand that back out in front. Valley's gonna pick it up. 2-on-2, Rude. Hands that off as they head in down the left side. Shot on, steered away. Brought back in around. Down the left side. Greeno gonna wait for it. Out of his reach though. McKenzie harpoons that to the corner. Wadden steps up on it. In near the feet. Now steps up and a couple seconds to stick handle and it went off a shin pad. Backing around past McEachern. Fired to the wall. Comes back through to Greeno. Greeno over to the right, McLaughlin. Truro picks it up. Over to the reach. Bounces down the left side, steered on, pushed to the corner. Into the feet once again. Shot steered. Picked up, worked up the wall. Greeno, bobbing and weaving. Right side, shot goes around. Trying to step up to it. To the corner, Truro hits off a glove. Comes back through. Truro surveying. Howard kicks that up ahead. Unconventional, but it'll work as they chase into the end boards. Howard lays a hit and frees it up. Now a shot on, and Grandy has to stay hot as that knocks the stick out of his hand, but a quality save once again. Back and behind. In near the feet. Fished out of there. Brought in over the line. Holman shot. Pad save as that one was kicked at. Whistle goes. Puck near the blue line there. Steinfeld try to pull it down. Valley on top of it, gets back to the blue line. Chipped up near the feet. Over to Gallant. Gallant hands off, shot, save made. Rebound in front, and that one somehow stays out as Too Good whacks at it. Picked up and flipped back to the blue line. Near Keating. Now up ahead, Truro. One man to beat. McDonald looks for the angle. Shot from his feet. Save made. Good look. Just kind of ran out of room there with the defender cutting down on him. Had kind of a better angle at it. Gallant to the half wall. Pushed back to the middle. Truro have a 3-on-1. Odd man rush, flipped over right side, handed off, and way out of it. Clow didn't realize it was coming back, and a 3-on-1 squander without even a shot there. Down along the end boards, Webb. Kept in on the blue line, shot, rebound in front, backhand save made, and Innies with a phenomenal stop there on the goal line as Truro threatening here. Michaud hands it off to the right side. Played across, bounces over to McGuire for Valley. Robichaud down and in behind. Over to Howard. Back in near the end boards. Trying to chip that out. Truro flips it off the glass. Gonna stick with that. Miller trying to feed it back out in front. Brought back in over the blue line. Robichaux fans as it's steered to the corner. Trying to play that back across. Holman into the feet. Snaps off the stick and back over. Down the right side. Sent down for the icing. Haven't seen too many icings yet. There was one there. Haven't seen Reynolds back out there either. As shortened bench here now for Truro. Robichaux back and behind. Valley pass that off the left, and it's up to McGuire. McGuire in over the blue line. Slowed up. Trying to go up the wall with it. Greeno has it taken away by Wadden. Valley drops it back. Ferguson handed off. Up the wall with it. Chipped in behind. Now on the end boards. Trying to get that to Frizzle. Valley holds his own. Shot off the end of the stick to the corner. Left side now, bouncing puck and covered up. 17-18 the shot, so they've stayed even all the way through. One back to the blue line. Shot in on the end boards. Valley. Picked up, steered to the corner. Trying to center that now. Comes back around. Diebel. Diebel for Valley. Hand it over. Clough trying to stick with them as Truro tries to pressure. Martin flips it to the middle. Booted off a foot. Truro back over McDonald. Back down low. From the corner. Up the wall with it. And just offside. There you go. Face off here to the right. Hand it off Keating. We get that to Michaud. Stanfield touches it. Pushed up ahead now. Webb, nice move. Webb picks it up on the other side. Backhand goes high. Webb, quick hands. He's created a few chances so far this game. Reynolds back out there, so that's good to see. Over to McGuire. McGuire, he makes a move, sent back, and Grandy able to just cover that up. .36 left to go here in the second. Face off on the right side. Chopped up the wall. That one's going to get in behind. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson knocked away. Webb back the other way. Webb, another breakaway shot this time, and another save as he's getting frustrated because he's getting close. Another look there for the forward out of Truro. has been generating nothing but offense here through the first half of this game. Picked up over to Gallant. He feeds it up ahead. Turned over, back to Gallant. One-timer in front, just off the end of the stick. Didn't quite get all of it. Nice play there as Martin. To the middle now, Gallant shoots, save made. Try again for it. Little shot, scores! Slides it through. And Valley takes their first lead of the game, doing a great job sticking with that puck. Three quality stops, but they spun around and managed to get it under the leg. I think that maybe Reno looked like it was one of the D-men. 11:48 to go in the second. Picked up, flipped along the boards. McKay into some feet. Comes back around for McDonald. Valley tries to chip at it. Ferguson picks it up. In over the blue line. Shot. Chased after. Loose and another good look there. Fed back and behind. Up the wall to center. Shot. Loose in front. Chance. Grandy dives out. Puck still loose. He needs to return to the crease. Another save. Brought back in front and just went wide. As Valley starting to hem. Up ahead to Holman. He hands it off. Innies will jump at it, and that draws the ire of some teammates as kind of knocked to the side of it. Player pushed over there, Reynolds. Right back up, Valley. Over to Gallant. To the middle. They get in each other's face, and now the arm goes up, and first penalty of the game, interference, and that's right in front of the ref. So it took us almost to the halfway point before we saw a penalty, but here it is. That one's going to be against Truro, so Valley to the 2-minute power play. Puck dropped in. Over to the right, Greeno. Plays across, Valley. Looking to set up here. Flip to the middle, McKay, now left side, shot snared out of the air with a nice save there. Face off, coming. Truro picks it up, flicks it down near center. Valley on the power play, they're gonna reset here. Over to Greeno. Up the wall. Into some feet. Offside. Have to retry that one. Truro gets a free couple seconds with it. Picked up. Fire at will. Back and behind for McKay. Over to the right. And coach tried to sneak in a change here for Truro. Valley numbers the other way. Shot. Save made by Grandy. It's a good look as the coach pulled his guys back. Back and behind. Move to the right side. Pulled back to McKay. McKay. Shot and save made. Face off here. One to the end boards. That one's picked up, sent around. Valley, pick it up on the right. Shot, rebound, puck still loose. Tied up a little bit, come out with it, and it's handed back to the blue line. McLaughlin and a big shot on a delayed penalty here against Truro again. So one penalty ends and another will start. That was a slashing call this time. So Truro down one, trying to stay solid here. Puck dropped in. Chased after and worked down to the corner. And now Valley will take a penalty right off of that. So 8 seconds of power play time. And now we're at a 4-on-4. We'll head down here to the left on the tripping call. Face off here in front. McDonald hands it off. Shot steered aside. So 4-on-4 action here. We work away here in this second period. Hand it off to Greeno. Greeno up ahead over the blue line. Greeno on the right side. Rebound. Shot comes across, but out of the reach. Truro. Start to move that up. Trying to lead play that. Back and behind. Poked at, picked up by McDonald. Shot goes wide as he falls. Sent on, save made there. Minute of 4-on-4 left here now. Off to the left. Puck dropped in. Stick lifted there at an important time as Howard able to get it out, and now he's hustling down the left side. Challenging Michaud, pushes him to the out. Played across, back to Robichaud. Flipped across, fanned on. Back the other way. Robichaud with a great skate there to break that up. Michaud steps up to keep it in. Back in behind for Keating. He'll leave it. Now worked off on the boards here. And Reynolds down again. He got taken down hard. He's going to instantly head back to the bench. Picked up. Robichaud tries to play that through. Webb. Webb's there for it. Smacked out of the air. Over to Merriweather. Merriweather shoots that on. And he will cover it up for the whistle. Stamped out. Plays it over to Webb. He'll try to push it back there and behind. Rude. Trying for it. Back in the corner. Webb fishes it out. Plays it off the back post to himself. Now worked in front. Comes back around. McNutt evades the check. Played to the wall. Shot. Save made. Ferguson. Down the right. Ferguson shoots and off the post. He tried to pick his spot. That one was a nice look. Hit along the boards there. Again. McLaughlin. Up ahead. McEachern hands that off. Flip play, jumps the stick. Up to Webb. Webb absorbs the check and then brings it down the right side. Back around McLaughlin. In around. Shot. Saved and steered to the corner here by Innies. Valley surveying. Trying to push that up ahead. Hand it off. Losing it. Truro trying to work it back the other way. Lead pass onto the stick. Captain here steps in. Shot. Rebound to the right side. And it gets slid wide. Greeno. Lead play. Tries to sauce that up ahead. Grabbed. Trying to push it back in front. Hustled after. McLaughlin. Worked across. Turned over. Keating has to work under pressure in front of his own net. 4 minutes to go here now in the second. Innies has that go by the stick. Lead play to Gallant. Picked up by Robichaud. Over to Keating. Pass connects over to the left side. Sent in Merriweather. Back to McKenzie as they chop at it. And it heads down, no icing. 27-24 the shots, so the shots all game have been even. Don't really see it like this too often where they're so close the entire game all the way through. 27-24. Shot sent on. Save made here, 3 minutes to go. McKay picks it up and works it past Hood. Puck sent back in the opposite way. Under 3 minutes to go now. Valley Guire picks it up. Flip back down. McKay hits the side of the net. Innies keeps it going. Rude from the corner. Push to the middle. Valley now. Ferguson. Over to the left side. Played to the end wall. Hit laid there. Valley back to the blue line. Ferguson keeps it on the blue, hits the stick, or the glove, sorry, and then got freed up, and now that one's just sent well down, and for the icing. It's close, trying to beat that out, but it'll be 2 minutes to go here in the second. 2-1 still the score here. Face off to the right. Broken up a bit there. Greeno. Back in behind. Passed off. Steps in. Shot goes wide. Back over. Greeno shoots it and it ricochets to the mesh. Puck dropped in and played to the left side. That one's looked for along the boards. Back in behind for Greeno. 1:17 to go. Over the red line. Flipped in behind. Truro spins. Gets him behind Fowler. Chipped up the wall. Sent hard into the end. Glass, a minute to go, and it was offside. Puck will come down back into the Truro end. Hand it back to the blue line. Shot broken up. Truro gets pressured a little bit into the feet. Backhand up ahead. Wadden handed off to Holman. Kicked aside, played back in front. Up the wall, chopped that. Holman shoots. Nice save by Innie, sticks with it. In around to McKenzie. McKay now picks it up, hands it off. Low to McLaughlin. McLaughlin fires it on, patted away. Worked around the boards here, 9 seconds to go. Shot back over. Add a few on the clock, and this should be the last face-off here of the second. Puck picked up, and that will take us to the end. So 2-1 after 2. Back for the third in a moment. everybody. We're back here for the third and potentially final period of action between Valley and the Bearcats. As 20 fresh minutes on the clock, 2-1 lead for the hometown Wildcats as they're looking to come away with a big victory with a team that they're right next to in the standings. Truro moves that up. That one's picked up and picked in by Valley as try to get that up ahead. It's kind of a face plant back there behind the play. Now it's down the left side. Shot. Save made. Is played towards the end boards. Stick handled. They try to feed that out in front. Grab now by Valley. Pushed up ahead. In over the blue line. Greeno behind the back. Grabbed. In amongst the feet. Handed off in front. Now back. That one blocked before it can make it through. Big ol' shot. Now Howard plays it up. McLaughlin gets it to his D partner, and they just fish it down the left side. Tried to tip that out in front. Howard worked into the wall. Webb turns it over to Howard. Played through the blue paint as it bounced off a skate. Valley now hemming. Shot into the glove. Save made. Puck picked up back to the blue line. Shot goes wide. In along the end boards, 30-28 the shots. So it's kind of been one of the storylines we've been going with here was just how even the shots have been throughout this whole contest. That one sent up to the middle, hits off the stick of Webb. Fowler tries to shake a man off. Webb back out in front. In behind, fanned on. Back to Lockyer. Shoots. Had a nice angle. Blockered away. In behind. Bearcats to the blue line. Back down to Webb. To the corner. Holman plays it across. Shot on. Save made. We get a whistle. Puck. Played in behind Valley. Trying to go up the wall with it. Chop back in front. Bearcats fight to keep it in, and it's over here to Michaud. Michaud fires that down for what will be an icing as couldn't find anyone through the zone. Puck back into the Bearcats end. 16:42 remaining. Dropped in. Truro picks it up. Michaud fires it along the glass. Slowed up in behind. Valley. Worked in around. Trying to play it off in front. Fanned on. Back through here. Bearcats. Fire it and take the change. Along the end boards. McKay. Spins that in around. McEachern back over. Valley over to the right side. Swung at. Truro, and almost a big collision there in the middle. Could have stood him up. Chose not to, it kind of looked like there by Ferguson. Back over, D to D. McKay hands it off. Picked up, tried to work that on the glass. Chased after. In behind, Valley turns it over to McKenzie. McKenzie, goal line shot, scores! And Truro will tie it up off the turnover and the shot. And it's 2-2 as we head back to center. 15-20 to go here in the third. Back to center we go. Lockyer. Gonna push that through. Webb. It gets handed over and trying to go up the wall with it. Flip back and around. In behind. Valley. Diebel. Picked up over to Howard. Through the legs. Lockyer plays it across. Truro. Up to Webb. Jumps off his stick. Valley. Spin and bring back in. We had two goals early in the game. Oh, and penalty there. And if they're going to call head contact, I don't know about that one. Both refs have their arms up. I thought he got him on the shoulder, or with his shoulder. This back ref is what I'm... As we await what the call is. They did get him per head. I guess I saw it differently than they did. Right behind the net there. So to the power play for Truro after just tying the game up. And they're going to give him a 4 on that. Okay. So there you go. And a golden opportunity here for Truro. After trailing the last little bit of this game. Puck's dropped in. Back in behind. To Lockyer. McDonald. Shoot, save made. Webb chopped at it, but I think he hit it at the back of his own stick there. Kept it from reaching the net. McDonald now. Played over to the left side. Steps in. Shot goes high. Back round to McDonald. To the goal line. Lockyer. Hand it off. Picked up. Hits off the skate, stays in. Shot down the length of the ice. McDonald. Hand it off to Lockyer. Starts to move. Over the blue line. Somehow, okay, I was about to say somehow onside, but it was offside. Grandy. Just slowed up for him. 2:40 to go in the 4-minute penalty. McKenzie elects to take it in down the left side. slowly but surely, and then it's turned over, and Valley plays that back down. Hand it off to Frizzle. Into the middle. Frizzle. Backhand gets it on. Over the line, they bring it in onside. Ripley to Frizzle. Back to Michaud. Michaud down the left side. Hits, tries to go between the legs, and that bounced off a shin pad and out. Not much going here on the power play. Michaud back around. Jump stick and McKenzie over to Martin. Martin pulls it back, fires it over. Frizzle. Broken up there. Webb. Webb brings it in across the blue. Dovat, nice play there. Minute 28 to go on the power play now. Time ticking away. Shot up high. Good stop. Back over to Lockyer. Pass to Webb. Webb makes the move down the left. Tries to hand that off in front. Hits a stick. Sent on down. Slowed up there between the feet of Miller. Picked up Webb. Circles back around, 50 seconds. Lockyer shoots. Rebound is loose there in front, and it was just knocked away. Picked up, sent the length of the ice. Turned over, back and behind there. Push to the corner. Puck's grabbed over to McDonald. McDonald keeps it in. Down the right side, handed out front, shot, save made. And a good look, probably the best of the power play coming with just 4 seconds to go on it. Now they're forced to exit. Michaud hands it to McDonald. Poked off the stick, so that's the end of the power play. So Valley has it stay 2-2. Michaud hands off to Holman. Trying to toe drag that in around. Back behind now. Michaud steps up. Works it in. Covered up now. Under 10 minutes to go. So we're into the last portion of this game. Tie game though. Puck picked up. Bearcats poke at it. Gets back in behind. Up the wall. Owen again. Tries for it. Martin. Martin, sharp angle shot. Loose there for a moment and covered up. Back the other way. Face off to the left. Shot through. That one snared out of the air. Back to Greeno. Blockered away. McLaughlin's shot bounces out. Lead play. To the end boards. Innies. Worked around from the corner. Trying to poke up the half wall. Chipped that, kept in. McLaughlin down low. He surveys. Passes it up. Valley. Ferguson. Ferguson. Shot. Save me. That'll be covered up there on the post. 8:29 left to go now. Puck picked up, tried to push that to the middle. It stopped. Frizzle. Over to Clow. Over to the left. Truro. Played it up ahead. Michaud back to Lockyer. Flips it off the boards. Valley across. Lead play. Hits off the stick past Lockyer. Poked at him behind. Now picked up. Shot back in behind by McKay. Near McKay. Spinning. Trying for that puck. Back in behind McKenzie. Slowed up by Webb, stopped. McKenzie picks it up, fires it around. Holman tries again for it. Leading play to Webb. Webb up ahead on the break. Webb in on net and save made. Webb with another great chance. This time, less than 7 minutes to go. Valley over the line, offside. Puck down there, over to Michaud. Leading play on the right side. It gets sent in behind. Holman backhands it, loose there. 6:15 to go. Valley down across the blue line. Shot rockets off a stick. Michaud worked into the end boards. McDonald goes for the hit. Chipped up the wall. Back near Fowler. Picked up, trying to go up the wall with it. Brought back in, shot, tries to go sharp angle. In behind Howard. To the line. In amongst the feet. Danfeld. 5:13 to go. Merriweather in behind for him there. And it's sent down for the ice. Sorry about that, folks. Just having to deal with some other streaming stuff as arm goes up. And it looks like a penalty here late as, like I said, sorry folks, I do the managing for all the streaming here, so just trying to get our guy in Dartmouth set up here quickly. 4:04 though, 2 minutes of power play time. Okay, so timeout called there. 4:05 to go. 38-40 the shots. As we're nearing the end of this one. Face off will be on the right side. Puck dropped in. Flip back to Lockyer. Hand it off. Clow. Down the corner. Shot steered on. McDonald. Snaps that across to Lockyer. Shot wide. Back to McDonald. Lockyer. Hands it to the right corner. Now surveying. Golden opportunity here for the Bearcats, who are leading coming into down coming into this period and tied it up. Delayed offside. Gives Valley some time. They fire one, but stop there. 1:20 to go in the power play. 3:19 in the regular time. Poked at. Back near the blue line. Absorbing the check there. 56 seconds. Hand it back. Trying for it in Valley. The other way. One-on-one. Toe drag around. The other way. Still with it. Backhand. Save made. And a clutch one there. Short-handed. As it gets sent in behind Fowler. Now over to McKay. Worked into the end boards for Grandy. Clow. In the feet. McDonald. Turns that over. Hits off the glove. Clow. Into the feet. Webb. Pulls it around. Shot. Snared out of the air. And we get a whistle. Having a discussion out there. So a timeout perhaps called. 2:04 to go. Face off here on the right side. Okay. Puck. Picked up. Valley. Down the right side. That's sent in behind. 2-2 with 1:44. We're at even strength. McKenzie picks it up. Hand it off. Not going to get there. Misha will pull it back. Down the left side. Over to Howard. Between the legs. Truro now. Flip back around. Greeno. Brought in over the line. Greeno feeds it in behind. McKenzie worked to the boards. Ferguson in around. Webb spins and gets the pass off to McDonald. McDonald falls. Who's kind of hard in the boards. It did a good job stopping him there. Stopped himself. 48 seconds. Up ahead. And covered up as a little drive-by there. Now another timeout called here, 42 seconds. Face off here to the left. Valley, Ferguson, shot, rebound, loose in front still. Puck comes out. They got a good look there. McKay spinning, back to Lockyer. Up ahead. Valley. Offside. 19 seconds to go, so we're kind of limping to the finish line here. Puck grabbed and worked up the boards. Trying for that puck, toe dragged in. Played off from the wall, and that'll be 2-2 as we head to overtime. Okay, folks, we're here with overtime action. 2-2 the score. Looking for a winner here. 41-43 the shot, so good goaltending clinic here. Over the long range shot, goes high. Comes back down for Greeno. Longer in. Hand it off, they've got numbers now the other way. Greeno, pass, hits a stick of Martin. Bearcats, Lockyer, tries to chip it in around. Webb touches it, high stick, as he tried to break loose there. Puck picked up, that gets him behind. Valley to hustle that out here now. Ferguson passed off. Now they exit. Chipped up the boards. Over to the right. Not close. Not much going on here in overtime. Minute and a half gone. Bearcats lose it. Valley pulls it around. Ferguson. Well back. Ferguson going for a skate. Up the corner, shoots, pad save. Flipped on back, jumps a stick. Three minutes to go. Not much going on here yet. Trying to beat Michaud to the outside. Valley steps in, shot blockered away. Valley pull it back out. Kind of looks like they're a bit frightened out there to do too much with it. Just kind of handing it back and pulling it way back, and now offside. Face off. Truro. Over to Webb. Chipped up ahead. Glockland. Long game here. 86 total shots. 2-2 the score. Flipped at McLaughlin. And offside. Puck picked up by Truro. Brought in over the line. Handed off. Falling into the netminder there. Valley trying to work it back the other way, and they got some numbers. Ferguson shoots, blocked. Longren picks it up. Right on. Shot, save made, and covered up. .139 left to go here now. Puck dropped in, back to the blue line, shot, blocked into the back there, puck still loose, now another whack, push him out of the crease there. puck. Picked up, trying to backhand that in. Comes down around, and now they're looking to work the other way. 1:15 to go. Hand it off. Block your shot. Save made. Back to Lockyer. Valley trying to get numbers the other way. Guys are looking a little tired out there. Rude. Hands back. Lazy pass. Now lead. Trying to get the breakaway. Picked up. In on net. All the way around the world. Shot. And it goes high. Good look there. Made what he could out of that one. Handed up ahead. Valley. Bringing it in. Ferguson to the glass. Michaud. To Frizzle. Frizzle. 1-on-1. 10 seconds to go, and it looks like we're heading to a shootout. So that one saved, and we will. So we'll be back for the shoot in a moment. All right, we are here for the shootout as we look to finish this game up. Shot scores over the shoulder of Innies. Chloe makes it happen. Chirps at the bench. Nice shot there. Valley moves in. To the outside, they score. Got him moving. It's save made. Or sorry, goal scored. It's back to 1-1. Up ahead. Hit on net, backhand, scores. Got him down. And again, chirping at the bench. So it wasn't too rough of a game, but they're certainly jawing at each other there after these goals. That'll be up to the captain here for Valley. Moves in off the right side. Shot, save made there. Grandy. So now a chance to end it for the Bearcats and complete the comeback. Lockyer. Moving in slow. On net, shoots, scores. Gets them down. 3 for 3, and the Bearcats get the win. And that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports. We appreciate you tuning in.